Okay, so for the first week uh, of the third quarter, we will be learning actually the permutation. And this is very easy, permutation. But before we will learn permutation, let's be familiarized first with FCP, or the fundamental counting principles, and the factorial. Ayan. Why? Because these are the two concepts, these are the two topics that will make up the concept of permutation. Okay, so let's keep going. When we say FCP, this is just a simple counting technique in a way that it will be easier for us to count numbers. For example, when we were children, we were already taught FCP, or the fundamental principles of counting, or counting principles. When we were children, we were taught, okay, children, imagine there are four baskets. And in each box, there are three red marbles. How many marbles are there in all? What's the answer? What's the answer? Hindi nga nakarene. What's the answer, children? Very good. Open your chat box and participate if you don't want to open your microphone. Open your chat box. At least there you can solve. Very good, children. So in each, how many baskets are there? There are four baskets. Four baskets. And then in each basket, there are three marbles. So all we have to do is to multiply them. So 4 times 3, that is 12. O yun, as simple as that. Instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we just simply multiply the two events. Those are the baskets, the number of baskets, and the equal number of marbles in each basket. So that's 4 times 3. Okay? That's a fundamental counting principle to make our life simpler, or to make our counting faster. Okay? That's just one. Another. Wait lang. Let's have this. So we are still in FCP. FCP, and some resources call it FPC, or the fundamental principles of counting, or the fundamental counting principles. They are just the same. It's just a matter of naming these words. Another. Let's have here. In tossing a coin, there are two possible outcomes. You know what a coin is. So a coin, when you flip a coin, there is this, the face of Jose Rizal, 1 peso. And this is there's another face of the coin, which is the tail, wherein you will see the logo of the BSP. Okay. So this is the head. Kasi meron tong tao, meron siyang mukha. This is called the head. And then this is the tail. Okay. So, for example, how many outcomes will there be when you toss a coin twice? Tossing a coin twice. So what will be the number of outcomes? So therefore, meron kang dalawang events. The first one, the first toss, and the second toss. These are the two events. So all we need to do is to multiply them. Now, for the first toss, what are the possible outcomes that will show up? Type the answer in the chat box. On the first toss, how many possible outcomes can we have? There are two. Very good. The head and the tail. So that's 2. We just have to multiply it by the second toss. And for the second toss, how many possible outcomes will we have? It's the same thing. It's 2. So therefore, when we multiply them, 2 times 2, the answer is 4. So there are 4 possible outcomes. Okay? And what are those? If we try to list them here, they will be, if this will be the first toss, and this will be the second toss, ayan. So in the first toss, it's possible na ang lalabas ay head, tapos sa second toss, head ulit. It's possible. Okay? Another possible outcome is sa first toss it will be head, sa second toss it will be tail. That's possible. Another possible outcome is in the first toss you will have a tail, and on the second toss you will have a head. Got it? And then there's a possible answer here that in the first toss you will have a tail, on the second toss you will have a tail. So, meron pa bang iba na combination na pwedeng lumabas given this? Meron pa? Wala na. Do we have other possible outcomes given this? Wala na. That's all. So, there are 4 possible outcomes and they are 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, to prevent us from getting hilo or getting confused in the listing method, let's just follow the FCP. We just have to multiply the possible outcomes per event, and then we will get the answer. Got it? Show me a reaction if that is clear so far. That's FCP. Show me a reaction, please. Very good. Okay. Let's have another. Okay, we're still in FCP. Okay, the foundational topic for the permutation. What if, okay, I want to go to the party. Okay, I will attend a wedding. Usong-usong ngayon ng wedding kahit na pandemic. And merong theme ang attire. For the attire, it should be a semi-formal. Okay. Now, here are my options. For my damit, for my upper, syempre semi-formal, mas maganda naka longest line tayo. For the long sleeves, meron akong blue. Meron akong blue. Meron akong light blue. I also have blue-green. Blue-green. Ayan. So, I have 3 long sleeves. For my pants, I have 2. Ano tawag doon? Isang maong. Siyempre kahit na maong yan, kapag hinaluan mo ng long sleeves, nagmumukha na siyang semi-formal. Maong at saka slacks. Ayan. And then, for my shoes, meron akong 3. Isang leather. Meron akong white rubber shoes. And I have ano tawag doon? Yung matibay na sapatos na pwedeng pangbota kapag umuulan. Sapatos yun eh. Tatak yun, tatak. What's that kasi? What's that shoes? Marami sa ating shoes na ganun eh. Yung goma na sapatos na pwedeng pang school, nakakalimutan ko yun. O, black shoes na lang. Ayan. And then, for my what do you call this? Socks. I have 5 colors. Meron akong black, gray, dark gray, dark blue, at saka white. Ayan. Question. The question is, how many possible semi-formal attire can I have based from this lists that I have? How many possible semi-formal attire combinations do I have or can I have out of this list or out of these available resources? What do you think shall we do here? So pwede kong gamitin si blue, si maong, naka-leather, tapos naka-black socks. That's just one of the many. I can also have blue, maong, leather, at saka gray na socks. I can also have blue, maong, leather, and then dark gray na socks. I can also have blue, maong, leather, and dark blue na socks. I can also have blue, maong, leather, and white socks. So from that listing pa lang, I already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What more if I will be changing the other combinations from long sleeves, pants, and shoes? So sobrang dami nun if we will just be listing them. What do you think should we do to make our life easier here? By applying FCP. Okay? Thank you, Mar Wilson. Mar Wilson is correct. What about the rest? Let's wait for the rest. What about the rest? What shall we do? Kasi sobrang dami ng mga possible semi-formal attires na pwede kong isuot. Ilan ba yung possible na pwede kong isuot? Okay. Si Kurt, meron siyang tinray na medyo... yeah, that's also correct. Okay, thank you. Kaya lang merong isa na hindi nagma-match doon kay Kurt. Try pa. Try. Okay, so to make our life easier here, this is what we should do. So there are 4 events. If we will look at here, we have 4 events in this situation. We have the long sleeves. That's the first event. Second event is the pants. Third event is the shoes, and the fourth event is the socks. Can you follow? Now, all I have to do, just like what we did in our FCP examples a while ago, we multiplied per all the events. So for the long sleeves, how many possible options do I have? Type in the chat box, please. We have 3. What about for the pants? How many do I have as my options? 2. Very good. What about for the shoes? How many options do I have? They are 3. Okay. What about for the socks? How many socks do I have? 5. So these are the number of outcomes or events that we will be multiplying. So we have here 3 for the long sleeves, times 2 for the pants, times 3 for the shoes, and times 5 for the socks. What's the total? If you multiply them all, what's the answer? The answer is 6 times 3, 12, 12 times 5. The answer is The answer is 90. Okay, very good. So therefore, there are 90 possible semi-formal attires that I can wear. Okay, did you get that? Show me a reaction if FCP is clear to you. That's it. You just have to multiply all the possible outcomes in each event, and you will get your total possible outcome. Okay? Thank you so much. So, that's FCP in making our life simpler by multiplying the events to see the possible outcomes. Okay? Now, let's continue with this. Let's try nga this one. What about if we have numbers? Okay. Let's try this. Two-digit numbers are formed from digits 0, 1. Ibahin ko to. How many? Kasi syempre, if you want to watch this video, you can have another example. Let's have 3 digits. How many 3-digit numbers are formed from digits 0, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many 3-digit numbers are formed from digits 0, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8? And then we will be copying this notations. Copy. Wait lang. Copy here. Ayan. Wait lang. Kasi meron na pala tayo na first. Okay, how many 3-digit numbers are formed from digits 0, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8? Okay, so we will be making 3-digit numbers. The question, how many numbers are they? So this is just very simple actually. So since wala tayong qualification, na wala tayong limitation, so therefore all the possible numbers can be used. So if we will look at this, so syempre if you will remember a 3-digit number, this is the ones, tens, and the hundreds. Can you follow? Now let's start with this. In here, ilang digits or how many digits can we use for the hundreds place? Type your answer in the chat box. Given these digits, 0, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. How many how many hundreds, how many digits can be placed in the hundreds place value? Sige nga. There are how many? Just make a try. Dapat hundreds place ang pwedeng ilagay doon. Okay. Your classmates have different answers. They have 6, 7, and 3. And which is the correct one? Tingnan natin. So if we will look at this, we have 0, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those are the digits. The question is, which of these digits can be used? Can we put 0 as the hundredths digit? Yes or no? Of course not. Why? Because if we will put 0 in the hundreds place and then 1, 3. Is this a 3-digit number? It's not. This is just actually 13 and this is just a 2-digit number. Can you follow? So hindi siya pwedeng ilagay. 0 cannot be put in the hundreds place. So having known that, how many digits can be placed in the hundredths digit? Type your answer in the chat box. Okay, there can only be 6 digits and those are 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So therefore, there are 6 digits that can be placed in the hundreds place. Can you follow? And then multiply it by, what about for the tens digits? How many digits can we put here? How many digits can we put here now? Can we already use 0 in the tens digit? Can we already put 0 in the tens digit? Of course. Why? For example, we start with 1. 1 and then 0 and then 0. 0 is in the tens place and 100 is still a 3-digit number. So therefore, that's already considered. So therefore, having known that, we can already include 0 in the number of digits for the tens place. Digits. Can you follow? And finally, for our ones place, how many digits can we use? How many digits can we use? 7 din po. Very good. Why 7? Because 0 can still be part of the ones digit. So, ready your calculators. What's the answer? How many 3-digit numbers can we put in here? 6 times 7 times 7. What is the answer? Okay, ready your calculators, please. Press your calculators. What's the answer? 294. So therefore, we can have 294 3-digit numbers. Okay, got it? Show me a reaction if that's clear. Show me a reaction if that is clear. Okay, very good. Next, another. In this example, there's no limitation. There's no restriction. What if we are given a restriction? And how is that? Let's try this. How many 3-digit numbers are formed from the digits? Same digits tayo, pero lalagyan ko ng restriction. If no repetition is allowed. Ayan. What if bawal umulit? So, what do I mean? 1, 3, 5, 135 is a 3-digit number and there's no repetition. 133 is 133 part of these 3-digit numbers given this restriction? Yes or no? Is 133 part? Of course not. No. Why? Because your 3 repeated. And that's a big no-no because it says here, no repetition is allowed. Can you follow? What about 178? Is that included? Yes or no? Yes, this is included kasi walang nagre-repeat. What about 100? Is it included? Yes or no? No. What about 888? Is that included? Yes or no? Of course not. No, kasi there should be no repetition. Okay? So therefore, in short, it simply says here, once we already used 1 digit on the 10 on the hundreds place, we cannot use that anymore for the succeeding place values. Okay? So how is that? Again, let's put these 3 blanks where we will be putting the digits per place value. This is for the hundreds, tens, ones. Having in mind, no repetition should be done. Ready? For our hundreds place, how many digits can we put in the hundreds place? How many digits? Type it in the chat box, please. Very good. It's just 6. No restriction pa kasi except 0, of course. We can put anything except 0. So that is 6. Okay. Now, in here, be careful with your tens digit because there should be no repetition. So we don't know what digit will be used for the hundreds